Have you ever pondered the possibility of another version of yourself, living an entirely different life, making distinct choices, and experiencing a reality vastly different from your own? Imagine, just for a moment, that there are countless versions of yourself existing in parallel universes. Each one is living out the what-ifs and possibilities you've contemplated. Now, one of these versions has an urgent message for you, an insight that could transform your life entirely. However, to receive this message, you need to follow a series of steps. Prepare yourself as we delve into the truth about our parallel versions and universal interconnection. Before we explore this further, it's crucial to establish that parallel versions aren't merely the stuff of science fiction. They resonate with spiritual teachings and ancient philosophies. Most, if not all, spiritual traditions throughout history discuss the interconnectedness of all things. This idea aligns closely with the concept of parallel universes. For instance, ancient Hindu philosophy introduces the concept of Maya, the illusion of reality, suggesting that what we perceive is just one layer of a vast, multi-dimensional existence. Similarly, some interpretations of Buddhist teachings propose that all moments and possibilities exist simultaneously, though our perception limits us to experiencing just one version of reality at a time. But what if these other versions of reality are not so distant after all? What if they are accessible through intuition, dreams, or moments of deep meditation? Some believe that our subconscious mind, which is less bound by the constraints of time and space, can tap into these parallel realities. During these moments of intuition, our parallel selves might be trying to communicate with us. Our higher self, a part of us that exists beyond the physical plane, can observe all these parallel versions and guide us towards the path that aligns with our highest potential. This higher self acts like a beacon, gently nudging us through synchronicities, unexpected insights, or sudden bursts of inspiration. It's as if our parallel selves are whispering, "Hey, there's more to life than you realize. Pay attention." In some mystical traditions, stories abound of individuals receiving guidance from higher beings or alternate versions of themselves during altered states of consciousness. These experiences often carry a sense of clarity and urgency, as if the message is vitally important for the person's current path. Such encounters can be viewed as a form of guidance from our parallel selves, offering wisdom from a broader perspective that we might not see in our everyday lives. Quantum physics introduces a fascinating concept known as quantum entanglement, where particles become connected in such a way that the state of one instantly influences the state of another, regardless of the distance between them. This idea, though scientific in nature, mirrors the spiritual concept of interconnectedness and could serve as a metaphor for the connection we have with our parallel selves. Just as these particles communicate across vast distances, perhaps we too are linked to our other selves, sharing knowledge and experiences in ways we don't fully understand. This connection can manifest in our lives through déjà vu, the sense that we've lived a moment before, or through sudden bursts of creativity that seem to come from an unknown source. Some people report experiencing vivid dreams where they live out alternate lives, feeling as if they've stepped into another version of themselves. These experiences can be more than mere curiosities. They can offer insights, guidance, and even warnings about our current path. For example, if you've ever felt stuck or uncertain about a decision, and then suddenly received an unexpected sign or an intuitive hit guiding you towards a particular direction, it could be seen as communication from your parallel self. This version of you might have already navigated similar situations and is offering its wisdom to help you on your journey. Ancient Greek philosophy introduces the concept of the daimon, a kind of inner voice or guiding spirit providing wisdom and insight. This daimon could be seen as analogous to the idea of our higher self or parallel self, a guiding force helping us align with our true path. By tuning into this inner guidance, we can make decisions that are not only wise but also in harmony with our highest good. So what might your parallel version want to tell you right now? Perhaps it's a message about a decision you're facing, urging you to take a leap of faith, follow a dream you've been hesitating on, or let go of something that no longer serves you. It could be a reminder of the importance of compassion, staying true to your values, or pursuing a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. Tune in to these messages. One way to connect with them is through practices like meditation, journaling, or simply spending time in quiet reflection. When we still the mind, we create space for insights to arise and for that inner voice, potentially the voice of our parallel self, to be heard. It's in these moments of stillness that we can connect with a deeper part of ourselves, the part that is not limited by the physical constraints of time and space. In practical terms, how can we better listen to these messages? It starts with cultivating a mindset of openness and curiosity. Be willing to question the status quo, explore new ideas, and embrace the unknown. When you encounter synchronicities or feel a strong intuitive pull, take a moment to reflect on what it might mean. Ask yourself, what is my parallel self trying to tell me? What lesson or insight is being offered? It's also beneficial to surround yourself with positive influences, people, books, and environments that uplift and inspire you. This creates fertile ground for receiving and understanding messages from your parallel self. The more you immerse yourself in uplifting and expansive energies, the more attuned you become to the subtle nudges and guidance that come from beyond the physical realm. However, just as we can be approached by our parallel selves with good intentions, we can also be approached by other entities with malevolent ones. It's crucial to ensure that you're interacting with your parallel self and not another spiritual being masquerading as one. How can we discern this? To determine if it's truly a parallel self reaching out, we turn once more to the realm of quantum physics. The theory of the multiverse proposes that there could be an infinite number of parallel universes, each with its version of events and outcomes. Since these parallel universes converge, so do the ideas and thoughts of the people within them. Many people refer to these as gut feelings. These moments might be accompanied by a sense of déjà vu, where you feel you've encountered a situation or insight before, even though it's entirely new. This sensation can be a subtle hint that another version of you has experienced something similar, and the knowledge is trickling through to your current consciousness. When you sense that a message or insight might be coming from a parallel version of yourself, it often feels different from everyday thoughts or ideas. Unlike regular thoughts, which can be muddled or conflicted, messages from parallel versions often carry a sense of urgency or clarity, as if they're cutting through the noise of everyday life. These insights might arise during meditation, dreams, or even moments of quiet reflection, catching you off guard with their vividness and depth. Parallel selves can also be a source of inspiration, sparking new ideas or creative endeavors. Many artists, writers, and innovators describe moments of sudden inspiration, sometimes attributed to dreamlike states or meditation. These moments can be interpreted as messages from parallel selves who are perhaps more creatively inclined or who have explored different artistic paths. This idea aligns with the muse concept in Greek mythology, where divine inspirations guide creative expression. Signs from your parallel selves can also manifest as synchronicities, those meaningful coincidences that seem too perfect to be random. Perhaps you're contemplating a major life decision, and suddenly you encounter signs pointing you in a particular direction. These synchronicities can serve as gentle nudges from the universe, guided by the experiences and wisdom of your parallel selves, who have already walked the path you're considering. So what is the best spiritual practice to discern whether these experiences are connected to parallel versions of yourself? Experts agree that mindfulness and introspection are key techniques. By regularly setting aside time to quiet your mind and tune into your inner self, you become more attuned to the subtle messages and feelings that arise from within. Meditation, in particular, can be a powerful tool for accessing deeper states of awareness, where these connections become more apparent. The practice of mindfulness, rooted in Buddhist tradition, encourages us to observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment, allowing us to become more receptive to insights from other dimensions of our being. There's another way to contact your parallel self and learn from them: dreams. Have you ever had a dream where you were living a completely different life, perhaps in another time or place? These vivid dreams might not be mere figments of imagination, but could represent glimpses into the lives of your parallel selves. As we close our eyes and drift into sleep, a mysterious and fascinating process begins. While our physical bodies rest, our consciousness remains active, connecting with different aspects of our being, including our parallel selves. This concept may sound like something out of a science fiction novel, but it has roots in ancient philosophies and modern theories alike. In dreams, you might find yourself living an entirely different life with different surroundings, people, or even a different persona. These dreams can sometimes feel more real than your waking life, leaving a lasting impression. Such experiences might not just be figments of your imagination, but could be glimpses into the lives of your parallel selves. The ancient Greek philosopher Plato spoke of the world of forms, a realm of perfect ideas and realities that we can occasionally access through deep contemplation or dreams. This notion aligns with the idea that our consciousness can tap into other realms or versions of ourselves during sleep. Particularly in the phases of deep sleep and REM, rapid eye movement sleep, our consciousness can transcend the limits of our current reality. In these states, we are less tethered to our everyday concerns and more open to experiences beyond our normal waking life. This is when our parallel selves often come into play. For instance, you might dream of being in a place you've never visited, doing things that seem entirely unfamiliar, yet somehow feel deeply resonant. These experiences can result from your parallel self experiencing those scenarios, with your dream state acting as a channel to share these moments with you. This sharing occurs because, at a deeper level, all versions of yourself are interconnected. The collective consciousness, a concept explored by Carl Jung, suggests that there is a shared reservoir of knowledge and experience that transcends individual existence. Through dreams, we tap into this collective consciousness, accessing the wisdom and experiences of our parallel selves. Our parallel selves may also choose to communicate during sleep because it is a time when our conscious minds are less resistant. In our waking state, we are often preoccupied with the logical and the known, making it challenging to perceive or accept messages from other realities. Sleep, however, provides a fertile ground for these connections to flourish as our defenses are lowered and our imagination is more receptive. This aligns with the Taoist philosophy of wu-wei, or effortless action, which emphasizes aligning with the natural flow of life rather than resisting it. In the quiet of sleep, we are naturally aligned with the flow of our greater consciousness. When do these parallel selves act, and why do they choose these moments? The timing often coincides with periods of transition or uncertainty in our lives. Just as a mentor or guide might offer advice during challenging times, our parallel selves may step in to provide guidance or support when we need it most. They might help us explore different options, consider new perspectives, or even warn us of potential pitfalls. This can be particularly valuable when we are faced with decisions or paths that could significantly alter our life's course. For example, if you're grappling with a career change, you might dream of working in a completely different field, providing insights or feelings you hadn't considered. If you're struggling with a relationship issue, a dream might offer a resolution or a new way of understanding the situation, reflecting the experiences of a parallel self who has navigated similar challenges. The motivations behind these actions are rooted in the interconnected nature of our existence. Just as we would help a friend or loved one facing a difficult decision, our parallel selves are motivated by a desire to support and guide us. They act as extensions of our consciousness, seeking to share their experiences and lessons to aid us on our journey. This concept echoes the Buddhist idea of interconnectedness, where all beings are seen as part of a greater whole, each influencing and being influenced by the others. In some cases, the actions of parallel selves during sleep can be subtle, manifesting as a simple feeling of clarity or peace upon waking. Other times, they can be more direct, with specific messages or insights that resonate deeply. These experiences can serve as reminders that we are not alone in our journey, and that a vast network of wisdom and support is available to us, even from dimensions we cannot fully perceive in our waking state. Moreover, these interactions are not limited to just providing guidance. They can also be a source of inspiration, creativity, and innovation. Many artists, writers, and scientists have reported receiving ideas or solutions to problems in their dreams, often attributing these moments of inspiration to some form of higher consciousness or otherworldly connection. This phenomenon, known as the Eureka effect, can be seen as the influence of parallel selves sharing their insights and experiences. So, what do these messages actually bring us? Are they dark omens of negative events to come, or future blessings? The truth is that messages from parallel selves are often insightful, guiding, and sometimes surprising. These messages can be seen as whispers from the parts of ourselves that exist in different realities or dimensions, each having lived through unique experiences and challenges. They serve to broaden our perspective, offer guidance, and sometimes challenge our current ways of thinking. Parallel selves frequently offer guidance on life decisions, both big and small. This could range from career advice and relationship insights to personal growth tips. For example, if you're facing a significant decision, a parallel self might provide a perspective based on a life where they made a similar choice. This guidance often feels like a nudge or a strong intuition, urging you toward a particular path or decision. It resonates with the idea found in many spiritual traditions, like the concept of the higher self in metaphysical beliefs, which suggests that there's a part of us that is wiser and more attuned to our true purpose. Sometimes parallel selves bring messages of caution, warning us of potential pitfalls or challenges. These warnings can manifest as uneasy feelings, vivid dreams of danger, or recurring thoughts about a particular course of action. This protective guidance is similar to the concept of guardian angels in various religious traditions, beings that watch over us and try to steer us away from harm. It suggests that our parallel selves, having possibly faced similar situations, want to help us avoid mistakes they may have made. Parallel selves often share lessons they've learned from their own experiences, which can be incredibly enlightening. These lessons might come as sudden realizations or deep understandings about life, relationships, or self-worth. The lessons often feel familiar, as if unlocking a truth we already knew deep down. This sharing of wisdom is akin to the philosophical teachings found in many traditions, where wisdom is passed down to aid others on their spiritual journey. At times, parallel selves bring messages that facilitate emotional healing. They may provide insights into unresolved issues, helping us understand and release past traumas or emotional pain. This is particularly resonant with the concept of soul retrieval in shamanic practices, where parts of the soul lost due to trauma are brought back and integrated. These messages can help us gain closure, forgive ourselves or others, and move forward with a lighter heart. Messages from parallel selves often come as affirmations, reinforcing that we are on the right path or that we possess the strength and resilience to overcome current challenges. This encouragement can be deeply comforting, providing a sense of support and solidarity. It resonates with the Buddhist idea of bodhisattvas, beings who have achieved enlightenment but choose to help others on their spiritual journey. Moreover, these glimpses into parallel lives can be a source of deep inspiration and guidance. They can reveal untapped potentials and desires that we may not have been fully aware of. Perhaps you dream of a life where you're a writer, crafting stories that inspire others. This could be a message from a parallel self, urging you to explore your creative side and express your thoughts and feelings more openly. Such experiences can be a call to action, encouraging us to align more closely with our true passions and aspirations. Messages from our parallel selves also challenge us to reflect on the limitations we place on ourselves. Often, we get caught up in societal expectations or personal insecurities, which can narrow our view of what's possible. These messages can help us break free from these constraints, opening our minds to the broader spectrum of our capabilities. It's similar to the Buddhist concept of awakening, where one gains insight into the true nature of reality and the self, transcending the illusions that bind us. Lastly, parallel selves often encourage us to delve deeper into our spiritual practice, whether it's through meditation, mindfulness, or other spiritual disciplines. They may bring messages about the importance of self-care, inner peace, and spiritual alignment. This can be seen as an invitation to explore deeper spiritual truths and connect more profoundly with our inner selves and the universe. Such messages align with the teachings of many spiritual traditions, which emphasize the importance of inner exploration and growth. Parallel selves can serve as guiding lights, helping us navigate the complexities of our lives with greater wisdom and insight. To receive their blessings, you need to stay open and receptive to their signals. This will enrich your understanding of yourself and the world around you, making your journey through life more meaningful and fulfilling. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this exploration of parallel selves and universal interconnection. Please subscribe to the channel for more insights and updates.